Drive across the country. We now cross over to Kakamega County, where Alan Ochanda is now joining us live. Good morning to you, Alan. It's raining right here at the capital, an indication that it's a good time to plant trees in Nairobi. I'm not sure how the weather is like in Kakamega.
Well, purity, an existential imperative. So to quote the president verbatim, of course, really saying that we have that obligation of planting trees everywhere. It's not just of benefit to us who are partaking in it, but also to our future generations. And of course, now just ensuring that is now a national exercise where all and sundry from government officials are actually now spearheading that particular exercise countrywide. All the men and women who lead the government at the top level actually in all parts of the country. Here in Kakamega, Senyende, Shinyalu, Kakamega County, we've seen PS in charge of culture and heritage, Umi Bashir, has actually been leading that particular exercise, and she has just left. Of course, she addressed the media. She was here as early as 8 a.m. in the morning. You can see her behind me. Of course, it's brought together from government officials, the administration, county government, and of course also the corporate, and also of course those who are quite vital and pivotal in this particular ecosystem, the local community here, who've actually been playing that vital role of ensuring that they conserve the environment, actually also aboard these particular exercise to ensure that this particular national exercise is actually a success. Remember that in as much as they are doing that, is to ensure that the greening exercise actually covers the whole country. And of course, you can see from just in the background, some of those partaking in this exercise actually still just partaking in the exercise since morning. And maybe we could just speak to some of them here. They are still busy, but maybe just tell us your name from. Of course, we can see you donning similar t-shirts here. From which or rather which stakeholder actually partaking in this particular exercise here? That's actually quite a nationally exercise here.
Yeah. So Edwin Achayo, I am from Kabras Sugar rugby team, which is part of the Rai group, and this morning we're very privileged to be taking part in this national endeavor, which is tree planting, something that our chairman, Mr. Jaswant Rai, is very passionate about. And the team have always been ambassadors of the same. Evident by, this is not the first time we're actually doing this. We've been partaking in tree planting and environmental conservation programs for the better part of the past 5 years now. Yes, so
you are coming from the world of sports, rugby, yes, to be specific,
yes,
but you are still enthusiastic about this greening exercise, national exercise of greening the environment here. Of course, you talked about, of course, this notwithstanding of any of the department you come from. But what really inspires, of course, the players here to ensure that you also partake in this particular exercise?
Well, these players have a nickname. They are known as the Forest Boys. They're the current champions of the Kenya Rugby Cup League. And we figured, because we are a community club, sponsored just by the Rai Group, but we are a community club, and the forest is a significant part of the community. So we take it as our duty to lead the community, to lead the community in such programs. Anything that aligns with the government program. All levels of government, sports being part of them, education being part of them, and definitely environmental conservation is a huge part of it as well. Yeah.
You're also part of that larger company. Of course, you also venture in sugar production. Of course, it's not quite environment friendly. Do you maybe now seek to ensure that you repair that in your partaking in this particular exercise? Yeah,
there's a lot of activities that are going on in the world today that you could say could be counterproductive. And that's why I say it's our responsibility as well, to just ensure that we are very much involved in any conservation program we get. So tree planting affects the agricultural sector as a whole, and sugarcane industry is not spared in that. So if we can lead the programs, if we can participate in it fully, plant trees, fruit trees everywhere, which we encourage our farmers to do as part of a new program that every acre they have, if they can plant fruit trees as part of the fencing system, that also allows in terms of, carbon absorption in the environment here.
Maybe finally, how many trees have you planted? Because of they are still holding those tree seedlings, but they have actually been participating in the exercise since morning.
Since morning, we donated 3,000 trees just for this program alone. Yeah, but for the past year or so, we've done over 10,000 seedlings planted, across different places, Kakamega High School. Schools, we partnered with the county government of Kakamega earlier this year to go around schools. So that was part of our initial 5,000 seedling program. So this 3,000 is just another step in that direction as well. So these boys are going to be doing this even beyond today. It's an ongoing program for us. It's all year round. And we are looking forward to, involving even the other stakeholders who've shown up today, working with them, other NGOs. The First Lady has been very passionate about it, and we're happy to work with her actually earlier this year as well in the fencing program of the forest as well.
Nice. Well, thanks so much for partaking this particular national initiative here. Of course, we can see, are you the captain? Because, of course, from the way you look at the captain, maybe just one word to your players here in partaking this particular greening exercise.
Okay, my name is George Nyambua, Kabras, RFC Sugar. Start again. Okay, my name is George Nyambua, Kabras, RFC Sugar captain. This is a continuity of what we've been doing. We've been planting trees ever since we started supporting the environment, because almost 70% of our CSR is sports, education, and environment. So this is part of the CSR that we've been doing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, as a captain, you're quite brief here, but let's also speak to the members of the community here. They are quite vital and pivotal in the greening exercise. Mama, karibu tu, songea tu karibu. Tunaona na ndoo hapa, mabeseni, tangia asubuhi, mikono naona imejipaka matope. Mtueleze jina na pengine, mnajua kwamba pengine leo ni siku ya kufanya nini na mnafanya nini hapa. Mtueleze tu.
Nishigama.
Nitakushikia.
Jina yangu ni Selfin Mutola. Mimi ni mama wa Senyende. Niko na furaha sana siku ya leo. Hapa Senyende tumepata mwelekeo wa kupanda miti tangu tuamke, tangu asubuhi tumekuwa forest hapa. Tumeona kama tuko sawa, tunapanda miti. Hii miti naona ikishakuwa itakuwa ikikusaidia sisi kama wamama. Na tuko na furaha kubwa sana siku ya leo.
Naam. Asante sana. Na pengine kuna mwingine ambaye anaweza zungumza na sisi, kijana hata pengine mama, tueleze jina. Leo upanzi wa miti itakuwa na faida gani kwenu?
Upanzi wa majina yangu naitwa Milka Nanjala. Nafurahi kwa rais wetu wa siku ya leo kutupangia siku ya leo kupanda miti. Tunatengeneza mazingira yetu. Msitu wetu wa Kakamega uzidi kunawiri, unatuletea mvua kwa wingi. Nashukuru sana.
Sawa sawa. Asante sana. Naam. Pengine kuna kijana ambaye anaweza zungumza nasi kwenye runinga. Tunakuona umefika, umevalia ni kama umetokea KKA, lakini pengine umeshiriki katika zoezi hili la upanzi wa miti. Lina faida ipi kwenu kama pengine wakazi wa eneo hili na taifa kwa jumla?
Kitu ya kwanza
na majina
ni Eugene Chibea. Nimetoka katika kiwanja ya Kakamega Airstrip na nimekuja hapa, nimeshiriki kupanda miti. Iwapo hii miti ni mizuri kwa nchi ya Kenya, yani na manufaa mingi kwetu. So kama kitu ya kwanza itatuletea mvua, mazingira yetu itakuwa safi. Iwapo naweza himiza tu watu tushirikiane, tupande hii miti kwa wingi juu ni faida kwa sisi wenyewe hapa.
Naam. Asante sana. Naam. Well, Purity, just listening in from the corporate world, the local community, and I told you earlier that the PS in charge of sports, in charge of culture and heritage, Madam Umi Bashir, also was here in the morning. She addressed us, and of course in our subsequent bulletins she'll be bringing her speech, of course in our bulletins later on. But just the initiative from the president, from the president's directive that the national government officials lead this particular exercise countrywide, of course spearheading with the cooperation of the county commissioners who are actually in all the 47 counties. You can see from not really from the horizon, but the exercise still ongoing. If my colleague could just pan from the other end there, you can see they're still ongoing with the exercise there. And of course from here we shall be heading to the other sports where the exercise has also been rolled out, not necessarily by the government officials but also by the local communities who are also quite charged with ensuring that the trees are actually well